Hello students, Vaishali is here and today we will start a class 7 chapter number first and exercise 1.3. So let's start the questions. So first I must tell you, you see my previous class and then you see this class because I explain all property of multiplication. If you don't know property of multiplication, so you know to do this question, because first you know all properties, then you start this exercise. Okay, so let's start one question. So it's very simple, you nothing to do, you only just multiply by of numbers and then you use a property of multiplication. So 3 1 ja is 3, so you put 3. Plus minus is always minus, because multiplication rules of identity say if you multiply by any digit with 1, so you get the as it is number. It means you get the as it is itself. Okay, you get the itself, and here is a 1. But if we multiply by 1 to any digit, so you get the answer always be minus. If we multiply by minus minus, so we get the answer is plus. So next is same to same. Okay, and here you multiply by 21 and 30, and minus minus, if we multiply by minus into minus, so get the answer is plus. So here use all properties of multiplication and then you get the answer very easily. Okay, here is a minus 15 and it's a 0. If we multiply by 0 of any digit, so get the answer always be 0. And minus minus multiplication always be positive. Okay, and minus minus again plus, and answer you find the plus digit, and you simply multiplication like 18 3 ja, sorry 6 3 ja 18, and 18 multiply by 9, simply multiply by, you nothing to do, you only just simply multiply and then you get the answer. But you remember one thing, you use here multiplication rule. Multiplication rule means if we multiply, if we product of two integers, if you have a negative integers, so always be plus. But if you have a three integers, negative 3 integers, so first you multiply by both, minus minus plus, you get the answer is plus, because minus minus integer always be plus, and then you multiply by minus 4, so you get the answer is plus. Okay, so I explain you here, I do easily, you do. Okay, so here's minus 3 and minus 1 225 and plus here is, if I multiply by 0, so I get the 0. Here I mistake. Okay, so next is a minus minus plus, and then we multiply by 10, so get the answer is, and z, it's a, you do like this question easily, you only nothing to do, you just multiply by and then you put the sign of given sign, remain sign. It means I explain this question, first you multiply as it is. Okay, so you product, then you product with this number and you get the answer is, because here is a 3 times of minus, so 3 times of minus means first time you multiply by minus minus, so you get the answer is plus, and after then you multiply by minus, so you get the answer is minus. If you have a number, if you have a given integers is odd form, so you always get the answer is negative. And if you have a number integers in even form, so you get the answer is plus. And maybe you have a question J is it is a even form, so here is a number, how many numbers, 1 2 3 4, it's even form, and even form product always be given a positive, and here is a odd form, so get the answer is negative. That's why. Okay, maybe you hope clear, very Okay, so we do next questions. So next is verify. So you hear verify of identities. It's maybe identities and questions. So first of all, you solve first sorry first you solve a left hand side, and then you solve a right hand side. So first rule is always first you solve a bracket, and then after that bracket give a number, you multiplication. If you given a number multiplication, so you multiply. If you given a number, so plus, divide, and then you multiply, divide, everything. But first you solve a always bracket. Okay, so plus 7 and minus 3, plus minus is minus, because sign change of integers always be subtract. So first you subtract and put the sign of bigger integer, and bigger integer here is a 7, so that's why you get the answer is 4, and then you multiply by 18 4 ja 72. That's it. Next I telling you, next you solve a right hand side, and you remember one thing always, first you solve a bracket. Okay, so here is a multiplication sign. So first you multiply and you get the answer is 126, then you multiply by and you get the answer is minus 54, because plus minus multiplication rule always be, if we product two integers and one have integers is negative, so plus minus is always we get the answer is minus. It means get the product is minus. Here is a, so we get the answer is 72, and left hand side is equal to right hand side. That's it. Very good. Maybe you understand very well this question. Okay, so next question. Okay, so second B part of this question, you do like these things. Okay, same to same you do. First you solve bracket and then get the number, after that bracket you multiply, and first you solve a left hand side and then you solve a right hand side. That's it. Here I solve a first left hand side, but first I solve a bracket, minus 4 and minus 6 get the minus 10, because minus numbers always be add, if because same sign of integers always be add. Okay, and in this add forms, okay, not a multiplication form. So and then you multiply by minus integers. If you do product, so you get the answer is positive, and then you right hand side solve. So right hand side, first you solve a bracket, and then here is a product. So and then we multiply. First we multiply and then we add both of them, minus product, always we get the plus, and minus product get the plus, and then we add both of them, and left hand side equals to right hand side. That's it. Approve it. So next, okay, so next is a here is a property. Okay, so its properties say you question number 4. Okay, you make a pattern. So you make a pattern like this. You start with minus 1 into 5 and you finish with plus 1. So you nothing to do, you subtract one number each starting. If you start by minus 4, you start by minus 5, so you list one number after that. Okay, so minus 1 multiply by 4, so you get the answer is minus 4, and you nothing to do, what I add in minus, any digit if I get the minus 4. So I choose a minus 5 and add a 1 and get the minus 4. That's it. You use this pattern other second and then third and fourth. You only just one number least by one, subtract one by one, and then you make a pattern like this. Okay, 3 minus 3, and you list one number one by one, all digits. Okay, one digit you subtract by one after one pattern after one pattern, and you make sure you make a pattern. It's very easy. You use your brain only, nothing to do. Okay, it's nothing. We have a properties. Second is a properties. Okay, B part is a, sorry, here is a question, it's my mistake. Okay, let's start. Find the proper product using suitable properties. Okay, so I explained all property in previous class in my video. Sorry, so you first see this video and then you do this question. I must tell you, first you know all property. If you don't know property, so you not do this in this question, because you apply a board mass, but here you don't apply a board mass. Here you use a suitable property. Okay, here mention you use a suitable property. So first I see both of 48 is common. Okay, here is a 48 and here is a minus 48, so that's why I common 48. And this property convert in a distribution law. Okay, sorry, distribution property of addition, because here is a plus sign, so that's why it's a addition. So if I open this identity, so you get the answer as it is, na? That's it. And you solve this. Plus minus is minus, like this, minus 48 multiply by 26, and plus minus is minus 36, and then you subtract and you get the answer is minus 10, and I multiply by minus 10 minus 48, so minus is plus, and you get the answer is 480. That's it. Okay, here's the second question.